First time tutoring a daughter, she nervously plays with the pen in her hand. Rose felt hot, so she took off her jacket. Michael lowered his head nervously. Rose writes and writes and writes. The pen has run out of ink. She went to Michael and took out a pencil and put it inside the pencil sharpener. She's been sharpening for a whole minute, but Michael's expression is getting out of control. When she finished sharpening the pencil, she blew the tip of the pencil and went back to bed to sit. How was your performance yesterday? A seemingly arbitrary question, but in fact was carefully planned by her. Make Michael dumbfounded for 3 seconds. Well, okay. With just a few small moves, the girl easily attracted Michael. This girl was originally a scholar named Rose. She dreamed of passing the Harvard exam. However, if you want to get into a top school, it's not enough just to have achievements. You also have to have relationships. She knew Kelvin had a relationship at Harvard, so she came to him every day to talk. She flattered him for 3 years because she wanted to get his nomination. Originally, she thought everything was fine, but in the year of graduation, Kelvin said, "You are one of my 4 choices." "Are you saying I'm only 4th? Right." Rose is smiling on the outside, but on the inside, she is extremely upset. She doesn't mind. If she has 3 opponents in front of her, let them distract her while studying. Until then she can easily win. The first opponent is the scholar. Michael is smarter than her. Rose's plan was very simple. She used the beauty scheme to make him fall in love with her. Rose also took the initiative to sit at the table with Michael, sneaking a glance at his notebook. Knowing that Michael is a fan of Doctor Who, as soon as school was over, Rose immediately skimmed through the summary. When it was time for second period, Rose started her performance. "Be careful, like a crying angel." "What did you say?" "Nothing. This is part of Doctor Who." "I know. I just never thought you'd see Doctor Who." After getting to know Rose, pretends to be a bad student, invites Michael over to her house to be her tutor. This move of Rose really worked, making Michael completely immersed in it. When he was in class, he always looked at Rose intently, leading to repeated errors in the experiment. Soon after, his performance would surely go down. She easily won the first round. Rose was aiming for the remaining 2 opponents. Rose wants to go to Harvard, but she has 3 competitors ahead of her. Her plan is to take them down one by one, finding the weaknesses of the 3. Next is the most popular male idol in school, Travis. Rose knows Travis has a weak point. The person he really likes is not his girlfriend. It's the president of the school's drama club. I think other people don't know this secret. Actually, Rose already figured it out. She thought it would be better if she did it for them, so she took the initiative to find Travis. She advised him to join the drama club. "I'm not sure. I've never acted in a movie." "Don't worry, we'll help you." The next day, Travis went to the registration club. No wonder the chairman agreed to let Travis play the male lead. But Travis didn't dare to accept it, because in the script he had a kiss scene with a female lead. He was afraid his girlfriend would be angry. At this time, Rose came out to help. "If you're afraid your girlfriend will be jealous, wouldn't it be fine to replace it with president? Doing so won't be a problem anymore. The chairman doesn't mind at all. If you feel uncomfortable, I won't do it. This really solved my problem. My girlfriend won't misunderstand me anymore." Since then, Travis and the chairman rehearsed every day. He didn't even go to school. While Rose smiled, the plan was completed. Right now, only the last opponent remains, which is Kennedy. Rose found out that Kennedy loves to write, but the script she wrote was never chosen. Rose went to see Kennedy privately. She said the script that Kennedy wrote was great. Kennedy didn't care at first, but smiled. "Dad, like everything is under her control. Your script is about the first Queen of Ireland, and how she chooses between love and conflict." It turns out that in order to approach Kennedy, Rose soon learned her script by heart. "You're the only one who's ever read my script." She even said that she would help him send the script to the club president. Rose went to find her drama teacher, using good words to introduce Kennedy's script. She's not popular in school. That feeling of being ignored is very lonely. The teacher finally agreed to use Kennedy's script. Kennedy is extremely excited. Her efforts are paying off for the first time. She focuses on designing the costumes herself and rehearsing with her friends all day. "You have to make sure your work is perfect." As a result, of course, Kennedy's achievements have plummeted. The teacher came to see her privately to talk. Although this is what Rose wanted, seeing Kennedy in pain also made her feel a little guilty. "I'm so sorry. I feel like this is my fault. You changed my life." But no matter what, Rose's plan worked. Right now, her 3 opponents aren't focusing on their studies. She came to Kelvin again, saying she wanted to go to Harvard. But now Kelvin said strange words. "That's it. Rose, I feel you are very important to me. Don't worry about the age difference between us." "Teacher, what are you implying?" "This is no longer an illusion." Rose left without looking back. She soon knew the price of going through the back door was having to sell her body. Then she would rather not take this shortcut. It is said that high-handed hunters always appear in the form of prey. Michael also knew that if he got a recommendation from Kelvin, he could go to Harvard. Just when he was miserable and didn't know what to do, someone on the list, Rose, took the initiative to find him. Michael saw that her achievements were all A but still came to him to ask for tutoring. In Michael's heart came up a plan for Rose to fall in love with him. But he is not an attractive person, how to win her heart? Michael knows that Rose can easily empathize with weak people. One day, while returning home, he purposely entered a ragged house. Rose followed along, didn't expect Michael to come from an adopted family. As expected, she sympathized with him, not beyond Michael's expectations. During the second tutoring session, Rose seemed to have completely changed. She wears a lot more clothes than the first time, talking is also warmer. The exchange of eyes set the fire of love. Michael knew Rose had taken the bait, but in the end the lie will be revealed. That day Rose comes to find Michael, but she suddenly learns that he doesn't live here at all. Following the instructions of the adoptive family, Rose went to a mansion. The one who opened the door was Michael. Michael found himself exposed and could only tell the truth. So you've never been a bookworm? I'm a nerd, but that doesn't mean I'm a good person. So he had to do? I want to go to Harvard. Rose was so heartbroken. She tried her best to hold back her tears. When she got home, she was very depressed. At this time, a car stopped in front. The one who got out of the car was Kennedy and also Travis and the chairman. It turned out that today was the day of the play. Rose didn't fully understand the problem and was dragged into the car by them. The show officially started. The president played the beautiful female lead on the stage. Travis, with no experience in performing, is extremely engaging. There's also Kennedy, who used to have social anxiety and is now a stage director. Rose saw these things and immediately felt as if she had unintentionally done a kind deed. The performance ended successfully. The audience stood up and clapped. Chairman looked towards Rose. Kennedy also excitedly hugged her. At this point, Travis went there and said thank you for all that he helped. She let Kennedy and Travis join the drama club, originally to distract them with their studies. But then how do you help them find their way in life? She went to look for Kelvin for the last time, and to her surprise, Michael was also there. Apparently he came to flatter him, but Rose didn't care. She took out her phone and played the recording. Teacher, do you want to sleep with me? I feel like we're not just sleeping. Kelvin panicked. He kept saying sorry. He said he would no longer nominate Michael, but immediately switched to nominating Rose. But this time Rose refused. Harvard suits Kennedy better, so I hope you will nominate Kennedy. Okay, goodbye, Michael.